Assalamu alaikum. Perhaps just before we start, I see there's a number of gaps between the sufuf. Can we just try all to stand and let us fill the gaps from the front, inshallah? Let's just all try to stand and fill the gaps from the front. Really make it easier when those that come a bit later, so that we know that when we are full inside, then we are full.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى: كل نفس ذائقة الموت وإنما توفون أجوركم يوم القيامة فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. وقال الله تعالى: وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا، إلى آخر الآية. صدق الله العظيم. We praise and thanks due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We put salawat and salam on our master and our leader, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, on his family, his friends, and all those who follow his sunnah until the day of Qiyamah. When I got the news this morning of the passing of Auntie Farida al-Marhum, the wife of Abdul Karim Issa, I've already prepared my talk for today, but I thought perhaps it's an opportune time for me to remind us of our duty towards our parents. As I said now, as we left the house, that death is inevitable. Death is inevitable. One of the realities of life is that we all will have to leave this world sometime or the other. But when we die, when we are buried, we leave loved ones behind. We leave family and friends behind. How will they remember us? What will they say about us? Will they gossip about us? Will they speak good things about us? Many a times, we've had people that passed on, and then we hear people come out and people say that, that person, on such and such a day, I had nothing in my house, and he came to me with a parcel. I went to that person, and he did this, and he did that. You would find people that amongst us, they appear to be normal people, not very learned people, a normal Buddha. But after his death, you ask yourself, but who is the janazah so groot? Why were there so many people at the janazah? Why did I see this influential person and that imam and that famous person and so many kuffar and learned people and good people at the janazah? Because that person did so much of good, but didn't make it known. And when people remember you in that way, without others knowing, all that you will get is du'as and blessings and du'as for mercy. At that time, when we would need it at most, when we are in our graves. And so the reminder is that every single moment of our lives, not even every day, because we are not promised the entire day. Death can come at any time. Death can come at any moment. How do we know this? Because we hear of these incidents or incidences regularly, consistently we hear of people passing very suddenly, wasn't even expected. So I can't even say that every day is a day for us to come closer to Allah, or a day that is a time for us, an opportunity for us to prepare for when we leave this world. Rather every moment. And often we forget to live in the moment. Often we forget to seize the moment. Where I am at right now, what can I do? I mentioned something about charity, work of benevolence. Because when you do this, when you are kind to others, when you make others smile, when you assist others in their hour of need, you are making them happy. And the Nabi Muhammad said that one of the greatest things that we can do is idkhal surur ala qalbi akhi. It is making the next person happy. Making the next person happy. And everything that we do, Jama'at Muslimin, is a part of our preparation for when we leave. We know, wow, that preparation forms an important part in everything that is valuable. If I want to achieve the utmost of success, I need to prepare adequately. And so every day is an opportunity for us, every moment for us to do good. Let us do that good, because the goal of everything is, when I leave this world, I must leave with the words of La ilaha illallah. None of us have experienced death. We don't know what death is like. Let us prepare for Jama'at Muslimin. The greatest loss that any person can suffer is losing those close to him, closest to him. A father, a mother, a child. But all of us can say that losing a mother, losing a father is difficult. I lost my father. Very difficult. And it only becomes hard, it doesn't become easier. Every day it's a challenge. But when you lose a mother, the challenge is even greater. So that whatever is left of our lives, and for those of us that have our mothers with us, let us do our best to please them. Let us do our best to make them smile. Let us do our best to make them happy. The Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, رضا الرب في رضا الوالد وسخط الرب في سخط الوالد. That the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the pleasure of Allah, that which we are continuously striving for, being in the pleasure of Allah. What is going to take us to Jannah? The pleasure of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ says that indeed the pleasure of Allah lies in the pleasure of your parents. When your parents are happy with you, Allah is happy with you. When your parents are not happy with you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not happy with you. Let this sink in, Jama'at Muslimin. Let this sink in. When your parents are happy with you, then Allah is happy with you. But when your parents have shunned you for what you have done to them, when you got day after day you wrong your parents, or we do not visit our parents, we do not take care of our parents, we make them pay for this and for that when we are able to assist them. Not saying they can't buy their own groceries and so on. But I have parents that have come to me, old women, grandmothers, that have said, I'm staying with my daughter and they make me pay so much. I get so much of pension, but I have to give more than 1,000 rand to pay towards electricity, for example. when they have so much of money and they go on so many holidays. If that person dies and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or that mother is unhappy with that child, Jama'atul Muslimin, what excuse will they have by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No matter what we do in this world, but if we do not serve our parents, I can kiss the feet of my teacher every day, the hand or the forehead of my father, of my teacher, of my sheikh, every single day. But what is my relationship with my mother, with my father? Rather go and kiss the forehead of your father. Rather go and kiss the feet of your mother. Treat them with respect before anybody else. Because their respect is linked with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the famous hadith, where the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sa'id al-mimbar, ascended the mimbar, when Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Nabi of Allah. I've mentioned this before, that Jibreel alayhi salam cursed 3 people, and the Rasul of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala supported the curses of Jibreel alayhi salam. Jibreel, the highest of angels, the archangel. The Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the best of prophets, the greatest prophet. Jibreel curses that person that finds his parents in old age and does not gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by serving them. Jibreel curses him. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says Ameen to the curses of Jibreel alayhi salam upon that person. Yet the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was the most merciful of men to mankind. The Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam over and over repeatedly speaks of mercy, having mercy to one another. We have mercy towards one another, Allah will have mercy upon us. In fact, Allah says, وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. That if the Prophet had to be harsh, then those around him, they would have fled from him. But no, they came towards his suhbah because he was loving, he was gentle towards them. Yes, this gentle Nabi of Allah says that when a person finds his parents in old age and does not serve them and thus gains the pleasure of Allah, may Allah Ta'ala curse this person. This is the reality of parent Jama'atul Muslimin. This is our duty towards our parents, and Allah has made it easy for us that how much don't we owe them? By serving them, by taking care of them, Allah becomes happy with us, and our cost to Jannah is being paid, Jama'atul Muslimin. Khidr alayhi salam taught Nabi Musa alayhi salam a lesson. Where Khidr alayhi salam killed his boy, Musa alayhi salam could not understand. Musa made a claim that is most knowledgeable. Allah taught him a lesson. Was Khidr alayhi salam. Khidr alayhi salam knew when Musa asked, why did you kill this young boy? He was innocent, he didn't do anything. What was the response? That had this young boy grown up, he would have disobeyed his parents. He would have brought his parents unhappiness. And Allah took this young boy away to save his parents from that sadness. Can we imagine? I just said that one of the great losses that one can lose is losing a son, losing a daughter. But losing a son and losing a daughter is easier than having a son and having a daughter that is disrespectful towards you, that does not serve you, that thinks nothing of you. And when is it most critical for us to serve them? When they are in their old age. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ لَا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ. Do not worship anyone but Allah. Do not worship any deity but Allah. There's nothing greater than worshipping only Allah. There's no greater sin than making shirk with Allah. But immediately after this, Allah Ta'ala makes mention of وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. After Allah says, and only worship me. which is the greatest thing, is to bring iman in Allah. La ilaha illallah. And acting upon la ilaha illallah. Living lives where we live in the conformity of the rules of Allah. How do we do this? As Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has taught us. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Immediately after this, Allah is drawing our attention, do not make shirk with me. You only worship me. And after that was most important. The parents. Birrul walidain. Being righteous, being good to your parents. Immediately after, Allah says, be good to me, only worship me. Allah draws our attention to our parents. When we find them in old age, they are most vulnerable. They are most in need of us. Now that ailment. And those of us that have parents in their old age, in their 70s, late 70s, in their 80s, we know how we need to be patient with them. You go in the shop, some steps normally take 5 minutes. Now it takes 30, 40 minutes. You need to be patient. Mama could first eat herself, use her hand. Now because the hand is weak, she now starts dropping things. You need to be patient. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما. When they are in old age, Allah explicitly says, واخفض لهما جناح. Make khaf lower for them. Arrogance and that haughtiness, meaning humble yourself to your parents. Be merciful towards them. When they are, especially when they are in the time of need, because when they are old, they are weak. Allah خلقكم من ضعف ثم جعل من بعد ضعف قوة. Allah, there was a point upon a time we were weak, we were small, we were young. We could not fend for ourselves. But Allah gave us strength. And then after that strength, Allah will remove that strength. And Allah will give us du'fa wa shayba, old age, weakness. Jama'atul Muslimin, the message is clear. For those of us that still have parents, this is an opportunity for us to bring about and to bring down the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we have neglected our duty towards our parents, let us fix it. Let us make it right. Let us change it. Let us change it. Let us ask mouth. Because when the time of our mothers and fathers expire, then the only thing that we can do is to pray for them. We would have missed that opportunity to be kind to them and to serve them. The only thing that we will have to do is to cry to Allah Ta'ala to forgive us. For those of us that no longer have parents, the Prophet teaches us, be good, strive to be righteous. وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ, benefits that mother or that father that has passed on. Continuously making dua after every salah. Oh Allah, forgive my mother. Oh Allah, forgive my father. Put nur in the kubur. Grant them my place in Jannah. That's all that we can do. But not only making dua, but then I don't make my salah. Not only making dua, and I don't strive to live a good life, and I disobey Allah. No, the Nabi says, waladun salih. That's the first step, is to strive to be a good Muslim. Not a perfect Muslim, because we're not perfect, but a good Muslim that makes dua for his mother or for his father. To end off, in the times of the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a person came to the Nabi of Allah. The mother said that my son cannot say the words of kalima at his death. Mother, no, the mother called the Nabi called the mother, asked the mother, that why is it that he cannot say La ilaha illallah? What was his life, what was his interaction, what was his behavior with you? And the mother doesn't give a good report. He says, but disrespectful, wasn't a good son to me. Who are we speaking of here? The most beloved of Allah. Gentle, merciful towards humanity. He says, told the Sahaba radiallahu anhu, gather firewood. Gather firewood. And the Prophet was going to burn him in that state of Maradul Maut. Nabi was going to make a huge fire and burn this person. Can we imagine the causes to a person's iman when he displeases his mother or displeases his father? The mother of this man, the mother forgave him, and he could die with the words of La ilaha illallah. Let us speak what we are, whichever way we have wronged our parents, let us try to fix them. Let us be kind to them. Let us be good to them. Jama'at Muslimin, when a parent dies, when a mother or a father leaves us, the world becomes a different place. Ask those that have lost their parents. This world becomes a different place. Whenever, especially before Ramadan, when it's Tarawih, regularly I would ask my mother to make dua. Before a lecture, Jumu'ah, Allah must put the right words in my mouth. We can prepare, we can read, but if Allah doesn't put the right words in my mouth, if the words from my mouth does not fall on the hearts of others, it will have no effect. And hence we need our parents. We are because of our parents. We are in the masjid today because of our parents. That nurtured us, that loved us, that made dua for us. We were nurtured by good parents. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those parents that have passed on, may Allah ta'ala grant them a high place in Jannah, our mothers and fathers. We wish to extend our heartfelt condolences to the entire family, especially one of our elders in the masjid and the community, Mr. Abdul Karim, and also to all Mr. Abdul Karim's children and grandchildren for your loss. We make dua that Allah ta'ala grants you patience during this very difficult time. And we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants Aunt Farida nur in the qabr, widen the qabr, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her high place in Jannah. Shower His mercy upon her. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of us goodness. Jama'at Muslimin, every day is an opportunity. Let this opportunity today not pass us. Let this opportunity